Welcome to the Start It, Own It, Finish It podcast with Dat Boy Mo 629. Discussing everything fitness and everything motivation. Here is where you will get your fitness education and motivational fix. Now, here's your host, Dat Boy Mo 629.
What's up, everybody? It's Dat Boy Mo 629 coming to y'all with another edition of the Start It, Own It, Finish It podcast. And today we're going to talk about all social media influencers are not good for you in the days of social media. Hold on, let me take my headphones off. A little muffled. But anyway, in the world of social media, we got a lot of social influencers out there, social media influencers, you know, that people follow, that people look up to, that people mimic. And, you know, now, I wouldn't necessarily call myself a social media influencer because, you know, I'm only really sitting on 0 followers on the H1 Warrior Facebook page. Well, I think 36, actually, a very low number. And I'm also sitting on approximately 650, 640 followers on Instagram. I wouldn't call myself a social media influencer, really. And I don't know how many of those people are really fake on Instagram. So I think about good maybe 60 to 70% of those are real on Instagram. So you're looking at about maybe 30% to 40% are bots. So when you calculate that, I probably got about 400 actual real followers on Instagram. But I wouldn't consider myself a social media influencer, not one bit, honestly, because to me, I don't think I influence. I inform and I educate. You know, I don't think I influence. I don't think I start trends. I don't think I start any kind of movements or, I try to educate and I try to inspire and I try to improve people's lives. But let's get back to the topic at hand here. Social media influencers, to me, not all of them are good for you. Because, I feel by being on social media, especially Instagram, like I said, I just got on Instagram. I've been on Instagram for about 2 years since the whole platform been up. And really, Instagram to me it's a very interesting platform. Like, you look at Instagram and you like, man, look at all these people that got these perfect lives, man. They take perfect picture. They got perfect lives. They're like freaking flawless. Even the people that are sick. The people that are sick are flawless. They don't have a blemish. Anything like that. They don't have bad days. Or they do have bad days, but they don't really showcase their bad days. But the reason I'm saying that all social media influencers are not good for you because, hell, I don't think a lot of them have your best interest. They don't really showcase their losses. They don't really showcase, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I mean, I'm not saying you have to go on social media and be like, oh, yeah, I had a bad day today. Such and such, my dog died, and I lost my job, and this and that, and this. I'm not saying you have to go through any of that, but at least, admit there are bad days. Admit you ain't perfect. Admit your life ain't perfect. Admit you ain't got the money to pay this particular bill today, so you had to pay half of it this week and then half of it the next week. You know what I'm saying? And it's social media, to me, it really, as I get older, right? And I know social media is needed, to promote your business and this and that. And then that's one of the reasons the main reason I'm even on Instagram and YouTube, because I want to promote H1 Warrior. I want to reach out there to people, I want to motivate. I want to inspire and I want to inform people, about fitness. That is a very, very, very saturated niche, by the way. But, I really want to put my footprint on the fitness industry and the informational industry as far as fitness is concerned. So that's why I'm on social media. But, as I'm out here and I'm looking at, what I'm saying, like Instagram and like Facebook, not so much. Like I ventured from my personal Facebook page and then I went over to Instagram and I'm just like, man, Instagram is the devil. And that's my, that is my slogan right there. Instagram is the devil. Instagram is evil. Because Instagram, to me, highlights perfection everywhere. perfect vacation, perfect scenery, perfect outfits, perfection. But there's nobody perfect. We're living in a world these days to where, like when I grew up, I'm sounding like an old head here, I'm 37 years old, but I'm sounding like an old head. And, and the thing about it is we live in our past because the past was better. Think about it. When people reminisce, right, pre-social media, reminisce to the 90s, man, I would think was simpler, man. Like when I was younger, when I was in school, like me, I really could not imagine what it's like to go to school these days when everything is on a cell phone. Everything gets a picture taken. Everything gets a Facebook stat and Instagram post. I can't imagine that. I can't imagine, right, being in school today and then 5 years down the line after I graduated, getting memories on my Facebook about on this day this happened. See, I got a yearbook for that, you know what I'm saying? I control exactly what I go back, and it's selective memories in the yearbook. So, and I would say, man, like social influencers, and it just like, to me, I'm on a rant, I'm on a rant. I know y'all probably listening like, what the hell they got to do with social media influencers? I'm about to get to that point right now, because social media influencers, to me, do not have your best interest. Like, we follow them because they're entertaining, intriguing, maybe mysterious. They have art, right? But for a lot of these social, and I'm in the fitness industry, so I can only talk about the fitness industry here. So the social media influencers, to me, that do not have your best interest, because at the end of the day, a lot of these people, man, they're just focused on themselves. They talk about they want to help build you, and they want to help, the community. They want to help this and help that, but they ain't really doing nothing to help. Nothing to help at all. And they only show the wins, man. They don't show their fails. They show, that they hit the PR today, and they hit the whatever the hell it is that they hit, and it's like the perfect life that you see every day on social media is slowly beating you down because you feel you can't measure up to that perfect life. Perfection is what everyone strives to be, but perfection does not exist. I got a new slogan, man. It says perfection is desired, but it's not required. Now, that's my slogan that I just came up with. I came up with it a couple months ago, and I've been meaning to reveal it, like on a public platform. But think about that. Perfection is desired, but not required. Perfection is not required, folks. And we sit here, we look at social media, we look at everybody perfect life on social media. You look at Jennifer Lopez, you look at the Beyoncés, and you look at, these people on social media that got the freaking Kardashian that walk around like they're perfect, man. And the thing about it is that this poisons the mind of our young people. Because our young people who do not live the perfect lives, that try to pull up the fake facade that they do, but internally they know they don't. But they keep looking at the Kardashians. They keep looking at, like the Jennifer Lopez's out there, the people, The Rock, for example, The Rock. I love me some Rock, man. I grew up, I'm a professional wrestling fan. I remember when he was Rocky Maivia. I remember when he was Flex Cavana in the USWA with Jerry the King Lawler. You know what I'm saying? So I grew up a Rock fan. However, The Rock on his social media lived a perfect life. He is perfect. His body's perfect. His wife is perfect. His daughters are perfect. His acting career is perfect. His outfits are perfect. His headphones are perfect. Everything he does is perfect. So you look at The Rock and you're like, damn, man, I can't even measure up to this guy, man. What the fuck? Man, I'm trying to live my life too. They live this perfect facade, man. Even Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart is perfect. Even when he cheat on his wife, he's perfect. He sends out a tweet, he's perfect. And that's what I'm saying about the social media, man. We look at the social media influence. I'm more so talking about like celebrities and stuff like that, you know. And we need some more. To me, I believe we need some more down to earth celebrities, dog, that ain't perfect, that are not perfect. They wake up, they show you their face, and they look ugly as hell. Man, it's me waking up today, man. I'm messed up. You know what I'm saying? So that makeup, man, be having me looking good on the set or good for the photo shoot. But there are no perfect, no celebrities that don't try to display the perfect life that I know of, especially in the fitness industry, that don't display the perfect lifestyle to the public on these social media platforms. Every single one of them within fitness is perfect, except, now I'm gonna let you know this guy, C.T. Fletcher. He's not perfect. This guy, you really want to follow a fitness influencer, is C.T. Fletcher. This guy has been in the dumps. Now, and you know why so many people relate to C.T. Fletcher? You know why so many people want to follow and gravitate towards C.T. Fletcher? Because he shared his failure. The man almost died. I don't know how many times, man. We had to send prayers out to C.T. Fletcher. He had to get heart surgery. Man had like 3 heart attacks. The man done croaked. The man done, you know what I'm saying? He done got fat. You know, he's the bodybuilder champion. He got fat because of his health issues. He waking up, he looking like utter crap, and you know what? He's confident and proud of it because he's alive. He's happy, he's alive. To see his family, to see his fans. I met C.T. Fletcher. He looked at me and said, "Thank you for waiting. Thank you for coming out. I really appreciate it. I'm just an old man, just, you know, that everybody seem to love, man. I'm blessed." That is the type of influencer you want to follow. That is the type of influencer you want to get behind because he's humble. He's humble. Now, I'm on a rant here about social media because, like I said, Instagram is the devil. I will say it. I believe it. I'm on it. Right? Don't get me wrong. I search Instagram because I'm looking for those influencers that are genuine, that care, that want people to succeed with all their heart and admit it, that show their failures, that show their successes, that show they're human, not just the perfect people. I always dislike the word perfect people. I've always disliked the image of perfect people. I hate it. Now, me and my woman, we travel, right? And I guess people say, "Oh, you guys are the perfect couple, this and blah, blah, blah." I'm like, listen, I'm not going to say that we're the perfect couple. I never put on social media that we're the perfect couple. We have our ups, we have our downs. I like to travel. I love to travel. And people look at me and they're like, "You know what? You travel everywhere. You're just perfect in traveling. I need to travel like you." What you don't realize, and I say this a lot, when I travel, I save money. I save money up to travel. I don't just drop money. "Hey, I want to go to China, so you know what I'm saying? I'm about to go to China first class." Hell no, I found the best deal to go to China. There's a story behind everything, man. And I put the stories out there on what I did, on what we did to find tickets, find hotels and all that shit. Hey, man, I ain't trying to spend $100,000 to go no damn China. My flight cost $500 to go to China. You know why it cost $500? Because we drove to Pittsburgh. We went to Detroit and flew to Detroit. I'm from Toledo, Ohio. So my flight was from Pittsburgh to Detroit to Beijing. From Beijing to Detroit to Pittsburgh. So when we got to Detroit, we didn't hop on a plane to get to Pittsburgh. We took an Uber home, which cost $60. Hotel was, I want to say, $600. So to go to Beijing, right? My trip. Hotel $600, flight $500, Uber $60. That's $1,160. Split in half. Well, not split in half, really, you know. But anyway. So perfection, once again, is desired, but it's not required, man. People like realness. Nobody's perfect, man. And social media, to me, these social media influencers like to act like they're perfect. There is no perfect life. There is no perfect people. There's nobody close to perfect. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. So let's quit acting like we're damn perfect in the world. It sucks, man. I swear it sucks, especially with these little kids, with these little girls, with these little boys out here. You know what I'm saying? It sucks because they grow up thinking that they have to be perfect, especially these young women out here thinking they gotta be perfect because of social media, because of what society tries to portray them to be, what they need to be. The freaking first lady is a model. The president is a billionaire. The perception of what we have in this country, in the world for that matter, you got the elite, and then you got the rest of us, right? And no one is saying, I'm not saying anything, right? I'm a proponent of sky at the limit, shoot through that motherfucker like you Iron Man or Captain Marvel and go straight to space and take a damn spaceship and bring it down Earth with you. That's how high I want people to reach, man, in their life. That's how high I want people to reach in life. And to me, right, you can't do that without failures. You can't do that without aches and pains. You can't do that without feeling down and not confident in yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, trust me, man, this social media right here, we need more people that's down to earth, that highlight their failures and say, hey, man, I failed. But those failures are the reason I succeed. So you can do it too. That's the thing. One of the most genuine people, man, I swear, is the Ultimate Warrior. The Ultimate Warrior. Probably you never heard of him. My next clip, my next show, I'm gonna have to highlight some of his audio on why I listened to Ultimate Warrior before he passed, his videos, because he was down to earth. This guy talked to me down to earth. He had failures. He had limitations. The guy was not perfect. He didn't portray he was perfect. No one should portray they're perfect. That's what turns me off about certain people, certain influencers on Instagram. They highlight that they're perfect, man. Perfect bodies. They're never fat. They never have water weight gain. You know what I'm saying? They never, they're ripped 24/7, 365 days a year, cut. They don't go through the downs that an average person does. You need to go through those downs. You need to show those downs. I go through downs. You know what I'm saying? And we just need to be more real on social media as influencers, right? You influencers, because I'm not an influencer. You influencers need to be more real. And that's my message for today. Thanks for tuning in until the Started, Own It, Finish It podcast. Sorry to take too much of your time. I try to keep this under 20 minutes today. I keep getting longer. So I'm going to try to narrow it down back to about 11 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Hope this was enough for your little ride or your drive to work. So until next time, start it, own it, finish it.
You've been listening to the Start It, Own It, Finish It podcast. Be sure to subscribe to receive new episodes. Link up with Dat Boy Mo 629 on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, or visit him at ace1warrior.com. Until next time, start it, own it, finish it.